Yo, man, it's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
This is the social norm.
1, 2. You want top dollar and pop bottles and drop knowledge. Hit the throttle on nice autos without college. Do yourself a solid, put them boys on your screen. Wait, who do you mean? I mean canteen and beans. When the social norm is on, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it, I gotta have it. The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information, from relations to dating to when your leader gets impatient. They're lacing the nation every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:30. The Social Norm Podcast, you heard me?
It's the social norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the social norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the social norm.
And I'm
Yep. Yo. You already know what it is, man. Hey, we back at it again with another one. I'm your boy Canteen. This my man Beans.
What's up, yo?
Hey, it's a social norm. We go ahead and talk to you fellas, make y'all think a little different, open y'all minds up so y'all can be the best y'all can be. Now, today, we got another banger for y'all. Today, we're going to hit y'all with how to get your life to be the way you want it to be, man. Get the life you want. Now, I was sitting there thinking about how I wanted to go about this because I've been reading this book, and it pretty much makes it so simple. And you got to ask yourself a certain amount of questions to find out what type of life you want to live. Now, me and Beans, we figured, why don't we go ahead and do this? And we went through it. We went through the couple of questions to ask ourselves how we wanted to live our lives. And both of ours have different places, different things we want to do with ourselves. But we're going to let y'all see which one y'all think is who's and who, and we're going to answer it afterwards. Now, I want y'all to go through this same process for yourselves, because if you do it, you'll start to see what you really want your life to be looking like, and what the reality of what it is right now. Okay, it might be completely different than what you want, and what it is right now might be completely different, or maybe on the way and you're like, oh damn, I'm closer than what I thought it would be, but it needs to be done. And yeah, so let me get on here real quick. All right, here we go.
Okay.
So, get the life you want. What does that look like? You only got to ask yourself two questions. Are you creating the life you want? That's a simple question. Are you creating the life you want?
Yeah.
And then the second question is, if not, why are you not? It's real simple. You know what I mean? You got to sit there and think about, okay, what are the questions I need to ask myself? Where would I like to live? What kind of work would I be engaging in? What kind of lifestyle would I be living in? What kind of home would I be having? What the surroundings will I be having? And literally, it's so simple to be thinking these questions, because like I don't remember in the last 10 years I've ever thought of these questions, like where I actually want to live. Where do I actually want to do with myself? And I think we get so caught up in just day-to-day grind of just go to work, get home, take a shower, cook, eat, and then do repeat all again.
Hey, you turn yourself into a robot.
It's rinse, repeat.
Yeah.
And that shit is no way actually rewarding in life. So I figured, let's go ahead and put this through. Now, me, where we want to live, right here, I said I wanted to live in Houston. And the reason I thought Houston was because I've actually been to Houston. I've been to a lot of places on the East Coast. I've been to West, it was between Houston and Las Vegas.
Okay. I'm surprised you didn't pick Vegas.
I was thinking about picking Vegas because it was something where the city never sleeps. It's always something. If I want to go get a haircut at 3:00 in the morning, I could go do that. But I chose Houston, one, because it has this southern down home like feel to it when it comes to cooking, the food, and also just the partying. I went to a certain type of clubs that they were just like hookah. It was just mad fun.
Just a
Peop-
lot of hospitality.
A lot of hospitality.
Okay.
The only thing I don't like about Houston was the actual traffic. The driving, everything is like so far apart from each other.
I heard that about Texas. I've never actually been there, so I
Yeah.
can't tell you nothing about it.
So now go ahead and tell me what about Dominican Republic.
Okay, so I picked the Dominican Republic basically because I'm big on traveling. You know what I mean? I love to travel. It's what I love. And when I went there, it was basically the same thing. It was basically the people loved you. They made you feel at home. I always tell the story how I had a tour guide that brought me food.
Yeah.
Like she cooked me food and brought it to me. And she didn't have to do that. And I'm big on like peace and serenity and things like that. And if you've never walked the beach in the morning, like first thing in the morning,
Yeah.
it's such a peaceful feeling. Like
you just feel like one with the earth.
Like you can't even describe. Like you feel so good.
It's like transcending.
Yes, like money can't even.
It's not
buy
a factor.
that. Like
yeah.
I can't explain. Like you have to do it to know what I'm talking about.
You have your feet in the sand and just
like no worries.
The sun just breaking. Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'm making a scene. I'm making a scene.
No worries. No stress. It's just everything is just right in the world.
What's that one movie where like, it was Blood Diamond actually, where he was it was where Leonardo DiCaprio was dying, but he was laying there bleeding out, and he sees the horizon of the sun, and he's like, I'm right where I'm supposed to be. Yes. But I'm just thinking that's probably what you're thinking when you go to Dominican Republic.
Yes. I urge anybody to do it.
So all right, so those are the two places we would like to live if we had to live anywhere. I was a little safer because, well, I guess we both kind of safe because you've actually been to the Dominican Republic.
Yes.
I didn't want to choose a place I ain't never been to because I was like, who does that? Like, just pick a place. Like, what if I pick China and I've never been there? So that's where we want to live. Now, what kind of work would you be engaged in? Go ahead, you go first.
Okay, so I chose screenwriter. It was kind of a secret passion of mine for years. I never really told anybody that I like to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if I were going to do anything, that would be it. I would work remotely, write my little ideas down and scripts or whatever, and then I could
send it to your manager or whatever, and he just try to sell it.
Yeah.
Okay. So mine is motivational speaker. As y'all can tell, a lot of times when we on the show, I'll get in my little rants and start talking to y'all because I really do feel like motivating people to try to be the best they can be is something I'm passionate about. I feel like if I got past certain fears in my life, I think I would be actually pretty decent at it. Because I feel like I have a lot of life experience in things that a lot of people go through, struggles.
Really? What kind of fear? What kind of fears? Because you just seem like you naturally do it. So,
well, I think even though you naturally do something, I think you still have some fears, some second guessing of oneself, to where you're like, can I really do this? Am I going to fumble my words? There's moments where I have fumbled, and I'm getting better each time we talk to you guys on our show.
Okay.
But no one wants to be embarrassed. No one wants to feel like they can't do something. But it's all internal. It's all in your mind saying you can't do it. If you could just be like, look, I can get through this. I can do this. Guess what? You're going to find a way to get through it.
Yeah.
That's just something I always think I could do, is be a motivational speaker, life coach, whatever you want to call it. I still working on myself every day, which I think life coaches really, they do. They have to work on themselves, but that's something I think I could see myself doing. All right. Okay. So after that, the next one was, what would your home and surroundings look like? Now, with me living in Houston, being a motivational speaker, I figured I always had this dream that I wanted to live in a gated community. I wanted to where somebody had to roll up, punch in a code, or hit a button to say,
Yes.
Like, who are
Who are
you?
you? I'm here to see Canteen, and then they'll be like, "Is he cool to come in?" Yeah, you can let him in.
Did you make an appointment?
Yeah, or a security desk, something where they had to stop by before they got to me, and that to me was just signified success. Like I made it. I'm in a secluded area where only a certain amount of people can be in. So it's like just the whole process of, I guess, elite club kind of thing.
Okay, elite status. And
Elite
things like that.
status.
Okay, I
And-
get you.
Yeah. So
You know, when I was younger, I thought that's what I wanted. I wanted money and a big house and things like that. But as I got older and been through some things, I value peace more than anything. So that's why I chose the Zen room, and I have a meditation room in my place now.
yeah.
So I use it just about every other day, and I collect my thoughts, and I really, really value my solitude more than anything.
Okay.
So that's why I didn't.
Go ahead.
So that's why I didn't pick the whole big.
But that to me, I feel like that's my solitude. Like no one, when me having a gated community mansion, how many people are really going to be able to come see me?
That's true.
Like I'm in an area where you got to fit get through some channels to get to me. You know what I mean?
Who told you where I live?
Exactly. And when I was in college, I went to a trip to Atlanta, and I got to see two alumni people who were, one was a lawyer, I think the other one was like a doctor or something. They're married, and they lived in this like 7 home complex, and they all were like big mansions, and it was a gated community, and it just made me be like, wow, I need to get something like this. It was just, to me, it was just awesome.
Okay. I might have saw that and been like, maybe that's what I need. But
And it had a putt in the back. So
so you basically visit the Huxtables. That's what you
yeah,
did.
I pretty much did. Yeah.
You saw Cliff and Claire Huxtable.
All right. So now, why won't this happen? The number one thing, I already talked about it. It's fear.
Yeah.
You sit around and let your mind play tricks on you to where you think you can't do something. And the thing is, you're the only one that can. You are literally the judge, the jury, and the executioner. No one else can make you have your dream and accomplish it for you. You have to do it for yourself. But
That's
fear
true.
is one of the biggest reasons why we don't take that leap.
That is very true.
Yeah.
It was a point where I'm embarrassed to admit this. It was a point where I didn't want to even tell people what I wanted to do because I was afraid of what they were going to say.
Meaning like that, oh, that's dumb. You can
That's
never do that.
stupid. You couldn't do that. You know what I mean?
And I do believe you need to hold your dreams close to where you don't need to. Maybe everybody doesn't need to know the moves you're trying to make.
That's true.
But once you've made it in your mind that this is what you're going to do, no one else, and you know for a fact, no one can stop you from changing your mind. Then it doesn't matter. You could tell everybody, oh yeah, okay, whatever, man. I've had a lot of people who tried to tell me I couldn't do certain things.
No, I agree. I've told people have told me to quit things, and and I'm like, and I had to sit there and I tell people this: look at who it's coming from. If that person ain't living their life,
oh my
if
god,
they some bums, like
how?
Why would you listen to that?
That's the crazy thing. But we do.
Yeah,
we literally be like, okay, well they know something bad, man. Look, and I'm talking about people who are like important in your life. Your teachers, your parents, your grandparents, whatever. Look at their lives and ask yourself, do you want the same life they have? Exactly. If the answer is no,
don't even listen to them.
Then you might want to go ahead and do what your heart tells you, because they can't help you with something they ain't never do themselves.
Exactly. I always use this example. We joined these workout classes. And it's one of our coworkers found out, and he told me I should quit. Like I shouldn't do it. That I'll never be strong. I'll never be in shape. I'm looking like, and for 2 seconds I was like, damn, it's like that. And then I looked at him and was like,
You're
you
not.
you in worse shape than me.
Yeah, you're not in shape.
Why
You're
would
not
I?
strong. And the funny thing is, how can you say I can never be strong? Strong is literally just all I gotta do is work out. Like it's the formula's already been in place. It ain't like
Yes.
I gotta learn something that I'm not capable of doing.
It's very basic. You just gotta do it.
Yeah,
That's it.
they've already, you know what I mean? It's like not eating versus eating. Like people have already confirmed eating is what's gonna keep you alive.
Yes.
Not eating is gonna kill you.
It's gonna kill you. Yes.
So it's
So yeah, I don't know why. And I ain't gonna lie to you. For years, I would let people just get in my ear,
yeah.
and so I stopped telling people, and now I just.
But you know, so what I think happened by you stop telling people, you took the okay. I'm gonna listen to what they're saying because I don't want to put myself out there.
Mm-hmm.
And by you not telling people, it's like you put your dreams in the back of the line.
Exactly what I did.
And then further and further, and then they'll never come to pass.
Exactly. And I end up, living a life I didn't want to live. And then eventually, what's the word? I felt unfulfilled.
Yeah.
So it forced me to be like, you know what? I can't do this. I gotta do what I want to do. I don't care what they say. They can say what they gonna always.
Yeah. And not for nothing, guys. Why would you listen to what other people tell you about your life?
Exactly.
They got their life, you got yours. And I'm talking about even your parents. If that's not, I'm not saying if it's something that's going to harm you in a physical way, but if that's something you want to do, whether it be like a stunt driver or whatever, do it. What's the point of fucking listening to what they want you to do and living a life for them? They've already had their lives. They chose the world they chose.
And another thing I learned about people, like talking down to you and stuff like that, or discourage you, those are the same people.
Oh my God.
When you make it,
I knew you could do it.
I always knew you could. You always believed in you.
Oh my God.
No, you didn't.
Look. My father had the same issue. My father, when he was younger, my dad used to, he wanted to play in the NFL so bad. He wanted to play in the NFL. So he would go run. And every time there was a guy, a neighbor, who used to be like, "Boy, what you doing all that running for? You ain't about to do nothing with that. You ain't gonna be no NFL player." And like every time that dude would say something to my father would say, "I'm gonna run 2 more miles for you." In his head, if he was going to stop, he said, "You know what? I was about to stop, but I'm gonna run 2 more miles for you. I'm gonna run 2 more miles for my mom. I'm gonna run 2 more miles for my teacher. I'm gonna run 2 more miles." Like that's how my father started doing. So he would literally take the doubt and the pain and everything that was going on in his life and use it as motivation
to channel it.
He channel it and go harder for the people who doubted him. And guess what? My father ended up making it to the NFL. And the same dude who was saying you was never gonna be nothing was the same dude that would be like, "Man, I knew you was gonna make it. All that running you was doing."
I was like, "Shut your."
And the reality is that, I mean, as much as you want to be like, "Oh, I hate it, you hater," that you need to thank him, because the haters is what's supposed to push you
to go harder.
Because people doubt you.
That is so true.
And the one thing you can do is let people doubt you, but you can't doubt yourself.
Yeah,
you got and it's hard. It's really hard.
Yeah, especially when it's coming at you constantly.
Yeah. So we already said fear. Trying to do the right thing. Trying to do things right. Trying to do things right pretty much means you're always trying to be perfect with doing something that you actually never do it. You get what I'm saying? You want to do a podcast, but then you want everything to be right. You want the background to be right. You want the cameras to be right. You want everything to be top notch instead of you just getting something together and just starting.
Yeah, because you'll never start. If you're waiting for it to be perfect, you will never start.
Well, the catch-22 is it'll never be perfect.
That's true. That's what I.
The only way it can be perfect is if you do it, find out what's wrong, and then adjust. And that's with anything. If you want to do workouts, you want to work out, you figure out, okay, I'm doing this, but it's not really getting the results. Okay, I gotta adjust. I gotta pivot a little bit.
Yeah.
You know,
It reminds me of a saying, and I hate to sound like Oprah, but it was a saying I heard, and it says, "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great."
ooh, I like that.
So I heard that every now and again. I hear a quote, and then when you said that, it reminded me of that quote.
Yeah. So just start. Don't worry about where you're at, what you got. It might look crappy. If you go on these YouTube channels and you see people with millions of followers, go to their oldest videos, their beginning
Yes.
videos, and look how crappy they are. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Exactly.
All right. So here we go. Self-sabotage. I think we all do this. You try to get into a little diet, and next thing you know, you're eating some Arby's, some Arby fries. And I'm telling you that because I just did that.
Oh man.
All right. Self-sabotage is one of the worst things you could do because you are fighting, your internal is fighting with what you're trying to do for yourself because you don't truly feel you deserve anything good in life. You feel you're lower than low and you don't deserve to be happy. So you'll self-sabotage yourself.
Yeah, I agree. We all do that. I'm big on, like, I tend to procrastinate.
Yeah, you
And
do.
that is my big.
Look
I
at me.
fight.
Yeah, he does.
I fight this every day.
It's like the thing about it is the only way you get past self-sabotage is to stay present.
You have to.
You have to literally think about the thing you're trying to do constantly. You need to have reminders of yourself. Put in your phone, screensaver, whatever, notes around the house, whatever the case may be, to keep yourself in a present state of doing it. Because otherwise, your subconscious is gonna make you go right back. And then funny thing is, your subconscious is so strong that by the time you're in it or almost done with it, you're not even gonna realize you did it. You're gonna be like say you wanted to go walking every day. You're like, I gotta go walking every day. But your routine is you sit on the couch and watch TV.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be sitting there on the third episode and then finally realize, damn, I didn't go for a walk today.
The day is over.
The day is over. My subconscious beat me again.
Yeah.
So
I totally agree. You got to make a conscious effort.
Yeah.
If I need to do something, I tell my father this too, because that's who I inherit my procrastination from. So I always say, if I think about something, I do it right then.
Okay.
Like the minute it's in my brain.
I wish you would do that for me.
It's tough.
I'll be like, go ahead, do that. You like, all right, got you.
It's tough.
And then I come back. Did you do it? All right, man. I'm gonna get it done.
Like you said, Rome wasn't built today, but I am making a conscious effort to try to.
Yeah. All right. So next one, guys, before we get up out of here, a distorted self-image. I think that was more of what we said. Like you don't see yourself as anything of importance. You don't believe you deserve certain good things in life. You don't believe your dreams should come true. And which is really sad, you know. What I mean?
And I tell people, don't doubt yourself. Trust me, because you got enough people will do that for you.
Will they? Hey guys, right now, if y'all like the content, man, go ahead and put that like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so you guys can get all our videos sent to y'all when we post them. And if you want to hit that donation button, you know what it is, man. The Cash App is right there. Hit the one time with the one time. My man got to get these Lunchables and
give that love offering.
That's what it is. Hey, and also, if you want to go ahead and call the show, we got a phone number y'all can call us at 716-218-9317. And you guys can get on the show, talk to us, and we can discuss any of your things you want to do in life. You know what I mean? It's so many things that we have as far as where we want to be in life, how much money we want to make, what type of people we want to be around. Sit down with yourself, because yourself is the only one you really have that's got your back. Sit down with yourself and ask yourself these questions. And then you'll be surprised how some of these questions are really tough, because you never really actually thought about these type of questions. And then some of these questions are so easy that you like it jumps right out the gate. If it jumps right out the gate for you, that's something you need to jump on immediately because it's in your soul that you want to do this. You know what I mean?
That's true.
When it came to where to live, it took me and Beans a while to actually think of a place
Yeah.
because it's not like I think we're content right now with where we
are.
live.
Yeah. Because we've been here our whole lives.
Yeah.
It's what we're used to. Of course, you're going to go with what you know.
But as far as the actual career, I think it jumped up quickly. We knew exactly what we wanted to
what
be,
we want to do.
but we just didn't go ahead and do it yet.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'm actually starting to work on mine now.
Yeah. You told me you was working on something. You ain't I'm waiting to see a rough draft or something so I can tell you how shitty it is. How my hater day. No.
Well, see, I would say this. I've come out of the way because if you would have said that like years ago, that would have affected me. Like, man, you already gonna think it sucks.
See, Leah, just the fact of someone saying a negative comment when they could have been just joking could be your self-esteem could just be dropped so low if you don't work on yourself and have the confidence in yourself to do what you need to do.
Nah, man, I'm like, I'm laughing around. I'm like, okay, this dude. Yeah. Anyway, so.
But I think you told me a couple concepts that you were trying to do.
Yeah.
You know what I've always said as far as with you, I always thought write what you know, right? Which like your life, right? Stuff that you've seen, stories or whatever. It's all, easy, not easy, but it's all if you have that gift to write what you see.
Yeah. I'm gonna put things that really happened to me in my job and in my life in things that I write.
Yeah, because I told you you could just I'm a show myself. If I gave you my college, that could be a show. I feel like that could be a show. Like Blackish. Almost,
yeah, we've talked about that.
We should, And as far as with me, I think the thing is I've done some talking in front of people before in college. I wish I would have done it more so I could feel more confident to talk in front of people.
You know what's crazy? Now, you grew up in church. You went to church growing up.
Yes.
Did they ever make you say a speech or something like that in church growing up?
Well, I was in choir. And
so was I.
I don't know if I ever made a speech. I think I did announcements one time.
So yeah, they made us every Friday night, and on like holidays, they would always make us get up and but say a Bible verse or something.
So like I didn't have enough to really say. My dream job was a motivational speaker / radio host. Having a radio show, which is what we're doing right now as far as podcasts and things like that. But having a radio show and being like, yo, what up, y'all? This is what
I'm like, yo, I know that dude.
This is what DJ Canteen. We over here doing it. They get over here and it's 86 degrees out here. I know the ladies out here, doing their thing. I wanted to always do that. And I did a little bit of that. Oh my God, yes. I would love to be the guy you guys wake up to listening every Friday, Saturday, or whatever Sunday.
Listen, I honestly think you can do it because Steve Harvey is trashing me. I'm sorry. I'm trying to say.
Why do you always gotta hit Steve Harvey? Steve Harvey be having gems, dude. He be having gems.
Listen, I'm not gonna say this dude don't be dropping them. He do, but after that, I'll be like, all right,
nephew Tommy.
Not that funny to me, man.
You don't like the prank calls?
They not that funny to me. Not all of them.
I can already tell your screenplays ain't gonna have no comedy.
No, I'm just saying. Look, I love to laugh and stuff like that. It just me. I'm like, all right.
I gotta look up some people. Somebody actually gave me somebody said I sound and look like kind of resemble some comedian that does stuff on YouTube. I gotta find out what the name was. It was like Josh something or whatever. And I was like, that's okay. Good, he's like, yeah, he's really funny. And I was like, okay, are you trying to say I'm funny? Or are you just trying to say this dude is funny?
This dude, but you look like him.
He was like, no, you sound like him and how you talk and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. But
you never know.
You never do. Now you had one of our friends had asked us a question
Yes.
that they wanted to talk to us on the show about, or us asked a question, we would answer what we thought. And do you want me to say it, or you want to go?
Well, the question was, if two people are legally married and they're getting divorced,
Yeah.
is it cheating if they start dating other people while they're getting divorced?
Okay. You want me to go on this, or you want
Yeah, you go first and I'll.
All right. I said it's cheating unless both of you had the discussion to see other people. If y'all both agree right now in our relationship, we're gonna see other people and we're trying to figure this thing out, then it's okay to go talk to other people. I don't think you need to be sleeping with other people, but more times than not, the woman's gonna go do that. She's gonna go sleep with another man.
And my thing is, for me, I do think it's cheating. I do agree. But for me, it's all about the timing. Like if I serve somebody divorce papers and then next week I got a girlfriend.
You scummy.
Yeah,
that's a little quick to change over.
Yeah, that's too fast. Like you was already out the door.
But I think it's all, like I said, it's all about communication. If y'all both say, "Hey, we're gonna see other people," is that okay? You good with that? Yeah, we both good with that. Cool. Then we both have an understanding that we gonna see other people.
Do this.
But you can't be like, "I'm gonna see other people," and I'm thinking we still trying to work out this fucking marriage.
Well, yeah, if you're trying to work, definitely if you're not trying to work it out. But what if? Okay, so what if let's say you're married.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're not, but let's say and you get a divorce and you go, listen, I think we should see other people, and she's like, no, but you still want to see other people.
Well, for out of respect to the marriage, I would.
You would postpone it.
What, the marriage?
No, postpone
seeing other people
until the divorce.
I would, yes, because my thing is this: she's saying no, she's trying to make it work, but I don't want to be in the relationship anymore. I don't want to hurt her any more than what it already is. So let me just get through this, be done with let the ink dry, all that, and then I can go live my life. Women are still going to be there in 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
Women are still going to, want to talk to me, hopefully in 4 or 5 months, unless something happens. So why make a woman even more scorned by...
Yeah, because she can see that and go back and try to hit you over the head for everything.
Or just be on some ratchet stuff. She might want to harm me or harm the girl or break some shit. I'm just going to keep it smooth.
Yeah.
Real calm, collect before we go ahead and part our ways.
And that's what I told our friend. I was like, it will be easier and less messy.
Yeah.
If you just let the divorce happen, let it be done.
And
then live your life.
And what is the rush? Why do you need to hop on another dick so quickly? Is it? I'm just asking. Like, as a man, we think completely different. We're like, you know what? We're giving a heart and our soul to this woman. We need a time to heal. Women are so quick to, because they know their time of window to get what they need to get is dropping at a rapid rate as they get older. So they're like, fuck waiting. I need to get up John another potential
today.
Lick today. I need to start this. Man, I get to it when I get to it.
Yeah. It's a whole different ball game for us, man. We don't.
So I think that's where the disconnect is. But I just think as a lady, just because you're emotionally detached from a man doesn't mean legally you're still married. You're still someone's wife.
And my thing is, it's just like, okay, you already got somebody in mind before this is over.
Oh, they already been before you even filed the paperwork. They already had a couple guys in mind.
So who is this?
They've been talking. They just ain't laid in the bed with him yet.
Who is this guy? You know what I mean? And this person was pretty adamant, like, I don't understand. It's over. It's over. Why are you hanging on? I was like, I'm not hanging on. It's just,
you won't understand. That's probably why you're going through a divorce, because you don't understand why you're doing what you're doing. You tell me why you should be doing that. And I asked it, and it was like, well, because you're done. You're over. And I'm like, okay, but you're not over. She thinks it's over once she's emotionally disconnected from the person. I say it's over once you're physically disconnected from the
Yeah.
person
Yeah,
on paper.
exactly. You can say it's over all day.
I could be if that's the case. There's been people who've been divorced but still live in a house and married and kids. If it's just emotional disconnect.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I said this. I said, let's say you do start dating somebody who's divorced, and all of a sudden they have a change of heart, and then they want to work it out.
Yeah.
Now you in the middle. Now your feelings hurt.
Yeah, and not for nothing, you look like the homewrecker.
Exactly.
So you don't know what kind of crazy bitch his wife is. She be not coming at your job acting a fool, and now you looking stupid.
I've seen that on our job.
Yeah, we have.
Females show up.
You know who you are.
Waiting in the parking lot, like
You know.
I've seen it more than once.
So I'm not even with them games. I'm like, look, I'm going. If a man should tell a woman if she's look, I'm going through a divorce. I know you trying to get with me, but I need to handle this first. We can kick it. We can hang out. We can go, get drinks, go bowling, whatever case may be. But as far as the physical side, we're gonna have to hold off on that until I get all my ducks in a row.
And I think that's reasonable.
If she can't wait, she's trying to trap you, dude.
Yeah, people just don't care anymore.
No, the vows of marriage are nothing. They mean nothing to most people nowadays. They used to mean something back in the day. Today, it's just that's what I'm saying when it comes to vows don't mean nothing because women, once they emotionally disconnect, they don't feel the burden of having to follow the vows they actually took. Those vows are temporary to women unless you are emotionally imprinted on them where they feel like you're their husband. Once they feel like you're not their husband, they don't need you, they don't need nothing from you, they could go sleep with a man and not think twice of it. But I think a man, even though we're not gonna see eye to eye, they would be like, you know what, this ain't right. Let me finish. But I don't know. I could be. I'm biased. I'm clearly biased because I'm a man.
I mean, if you just put everything else to the side and just be an adult,
yeah,
it would be smart to wait.
When has any adults as a whole been smart and did the right thing?
We can be foolish. I get it. You know what the right thing is to do. It's just
sit your fast ass down. That's what the right thing is to do.
Human beings, we just don't do it.
Or how about this? Try to work on your marriage.
Yes, you could try to do that.
Because you understand, this is what I truly believe. When you break up from a relationship, as much as the other person's issue, it's your issue too. You have a problem. Something inside you is fucked up too. That's why it doesn't work out. Whether you're and I told you, I said when people break up or whatever, I think something internally, it didn't matter who I was dating, I was gonna fuck it up because I wasn't right with myself.
Yes. You have to fix yourself.
And then once you fix yourself, it's gonna either two things need to happen. It's gonna immediately damage the relationship where they're like, oh, we can't do this. I can't deal with how you are now. Or it's gonna make your relationship even stronger.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's unfortunate, but when you realize, because I've been through it, when you realize that person is not for you, it's a lot of tough decisions ahead of you.
It's a hard pill to swallow.
It is. And dating someone while you're going through that transition only makes things worse. In my opinion, it only complicates things.
I want to before we get back here, I want to give a shout out to my man, Alfredo. You know who you are, bro. Hey, we had a good time the other day, just talking about old times, talking about new times, talking about some struggles you're going through. So stay in there, man. I'm rooting for you, brother. All right. We got to be there for each other, man. As men, we got to be. I think we don't do that enough. We don't sit down and say, okay, what I did, I'm going to tell you what I did. So I wrote down a list of guys that I feel I can call a friend.
Okay.
I call them friends. And I wrote down not only the list of who my friend, I kind of wrote them in order. or who I want to deal with right now in my life. And I actually wrote what qualities they have that I want to get from them. Meaning, whether it was they work out, whether it is they're they business minded, whether it's they're funny, whether it's relationship, whether it's spiritual, whatever the case may be. I wrote this list out and I put the top 5 people that I want to associate myself with at this time.
Okay. I was going to ask how many people are on this list, but
It was about 8 or 9.
okay.
My circle's not huge. Maybe that could be. Is that a lot?
No, my circle used to be 8 or 9. It's not that anymore.
Okay. So then I wrote down the qualities of each person. Some had some qualities, some had none. Some would just hang out. Being honest, someone was just
he's there.
He's cool, but he doesn't have anything as far as that I need to get from him. And then I thought, because you got to look at, if you look at the top 5 people or the top 10 people you hang around, it's gonna really show you where you're at in life.
Yeah, I saw that online. Somebody said that.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Align yourself with people that things you want to do, and it'll work. Your life will be smoother in which you find out what you like. These people like those things. Associate yourself with them.
And that's crazy. I told my brother, one of my brothers, that he wanted to do things different in life because he wasn't happy where his life was going.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him one of the things you gotta do is get rid of these friends you got.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't about nothing. No disrespect to them, but all they want to do is drink and party.
And that's the thing. If that's what you want to do, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to, move up in the ranks and do something different for yourself, that's not who you need to deal with.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
You can still associate like, hey, hi, and bye. What up, my man? I see you when I see you. But when it comes to hanging out and being around on a daily basis, you need to hang around people that's actually doing something that you want to do.
Exactly.
So
it just and he's starting to see that, and I'm glad he is, because he wanted to be better, not just for himself, but for his kids and his family.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, you got, they nice people. Don't get me wrong.
And people think, that's selfish. You need to be selfish.
Yeah.
I don't know where this whole mindset of selfish is wrong. If you're being selfish, you're thinking of you first.
Yeah. No one's going to look out for you better than you.
And I've had to realize this in so many fashions when it comes to just everything. Every little situation, think of yourself first. And then from there, you can be kind to others after that. All right. Anything else you want to talk about before we get up out of here?
I think I'm good, man.
Hey.
Voice what I needed to voice.
You said what voice?
I voiced what I needed to voice. That sounded weird.
Hey, man, it's a Monday, April 4th. The man, he's here. He's going to try to get through you this whole week. Try to grind you out. Try to put some stress on your body and mind and soul. Hopefully, the things we've discussed today, you guys can go through the week and try to do these things to try to get yourself a better understanding of what you want your life to be. And don't listen to what anybody else tells you.
Definitely not.
Listen to your own heart. Listen to your own mind. Take the time for yourself. I'm your boy Canteen, man. This is my man Beans.
Y'all have a good week.
Y'all gotta go ahead and like, share, and subscribe, man. Do yourself a favor. And we'll see y'all Friday. Don't let them beat you up too hard. We out.
On, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it. The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information from relations.